Well, good morning. Today we're playing Prius Online Anima Redux. So, what's going on in the game? Well, first off, there's this big event in January where if you logged in, you played a day, you would get free item shop shit. And every day it was a new thing, so, pretty good encouragements to go do that stuff. That's over now. It ended about 4 days ago, and it was entirely intended to get people into the game. And, it was actually moderately successful, apparently. The game boomed up quite a bit. So that's good news for them. What else is new? The big news. They have released their first expansion. Now, for them, an expansion means that they have more levels. And so the level cap was expanded to level 80, and that's about it. This game was designed around PvP, so that's why you don't have any new dungeon content coming out or anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Level 80 is the cap now, and I am so far away from that. It will be a while until I see that. So yeah. That's news. What else is going on? I think that's pretty much it. There's no big scandals in Star Wars: The Old Republic to talk about. At least no big ones. That game has been pretty heavy on scandal. I'll say that much. My Anima died last time. On my way here, I was trying to get here so that you wouldn't have to see me pathetically trudge through the woods, and I just let my Anima die, because she's a stupid bitch. She likes to stand there. So I gotta wait, a nice bit for her to come back to life, and there's this feature called Awaken Your Anima, right? It doesn't work right now, because she's dead. When you click that, she goes Super Saiyan, and all her attacks become more powerful. So that was neat. I thought that was neat. Now I'm trying to find my Anima knowledge. I don't have any. Where's my... Oh, I need to heal up. Thank God for that now. Where are my abilities at? Character skills. Anima skills. Okay, here's the key to this. So we gotta invest sync points into her, and she'll start doing moves. So this one is pretty standard. Sacrifice to the stars means when I die, she's gonna res me if she's alive. She has to be alive, of course. This one is a buff. It only lasts 30 seconds. So we got to invest in more stuff. So we got to choose from more for the stars. Increases HP by 100%. That's not too good. Burn. This looks better. The skill inflicts fire damage to your target. 240% magia. That's good. And this one reduces defenses. Reduces their accuracies. This allows you to survive more and do more damage. So that's kind of a interesting little combination. So I think we'll go with burn. Not useful yet. You son of a bitch. I got 2 points left though. I guess I need my Anima alive for that. Whatever, I'll do that once my Anima comes back to life. If she ever comes back to life. I don't know how much more we have left on that. Gotta eat some food. No, I got another hero. What else do I have here? Bonfire. Come mix people for an hour. I don't still know what that is. So I also didn't cash in too much on the 1 month event. Because that would require you to play for an hour, and I've been playing this game for anywhere between 10 and an hour a week, 50 minutes a week. How do you use this freaking item? Is it active now? I can't tell. There's my donation certificates. I'll save my Puro for now. Oh yeah, here it is. EXP game finding monsters. So that's gonna be a pretty big advantage when facing all these guys. Like I said, this game is pretty dailies heavy, and once I run out of story quests, I'll be jumping into the mission quests they're called, which are just dailies in disguise. It's not a very good disguise, obviously. It's pretty obvious. Kill 6, so it's actually these quests are actually kill 10, and then after that you kill a boss. And it's actually really cool how they change that up. Like, I'm actually a little bit impressed by by Prius for actually changing that, because I was thinking that this game would stay a Korean grind forever, but they've actually transformed it pretty well into. Am I just not getting anything here? Like, what the hell? Obtain desert. Am I not supposed to be killing these dudes? What the hell? Yeah, I was thinking for a long time that it's just gonna be a Korean grind forever and never go anywhere. But yeah, apparently they're developing it into an actual nice game. Do I have like an item that I have to use? Quest. Incense bag. Oh, okay, I do have to get these. Okay, I'm not an idiot. Right here. Doing quests that are one level above me because I refuse to do this group quest. Half the people in this game are Asians and I don't speak their language. Alright, so feather of transport. Special items which are used for various purposes. Well, thank you for telling me what this is. SEPA gold coins are used for purchasing sorry about that. Are used for purchasing the SEPA items, which are of course super important. So I kill these dudes here for disc quest here. I kill these dudes here for disc quest there. Alright. It's go time. Hopefully I get one of these little puzzle things soon to increase my HP and MP regeneration. Honestly, from now on I think I'm going to just sit around and wait for that thing to pop up, because it's pretty brutal running around without one. I got this ability and that's cool and all, but still doesn't change the fact that it needs it. So yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of stuff in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I've been trying to play it in the daytime as a casual and in the nighttime as a well, not a hardcore, but a decent hardcore. So for the nighttime, I have joined I think the biggest raiding guild on my server, Space Log, and they've been doing the, I don't know, man content is 6-man, 8-man content, and they recruited me for 16 or 18-man, whatever the high level content is. Not really totally sure. And yeah, I'll be doing content with them probably next week sometime. And they're also recruiting, so yeah, you might want to, if you're on Space Log with me, you can definitely consider dropping them an application, because they will probably pick you up. I've PvP'd against most of their guild, not particularly great skills in that regard. But they're progressing, so yeah. They raid about 12 hours a week. It's not too bad. 3-day schedule is not bad at all. But other than that, what I've been trying to do is play the game in the daytime as if I was a casual. So I'm only doing things that a casual would do, right? Because that's kind of the design of the game. It's designed to be made for casual players. Cocksucker, stop chasing me. Okay. Cocksucker, stop chasing me. And so I've been doing a lot of Datacron hunting. And of course, as I'm finding out, you need friends for Datacrons. So that's kind of unfortunate. I could ask people in my guild, but they've all done it, so I kind of gotta wait for new people to show up to do them. And a lot of them are like, there's one on Hoth that requires you to kill a pretty frigging hard gold level, like level 50 boss. Oh look, it's our friend Christopher Le Chevalier. What are you doing here, Christopher Chevalier de Vitatis? And so I can't do those yet. There's a few that require trap activation as a group, so I haven't been able to do that one yet. And but most of them, like, there's a huge emphasis on how much skill they take, and you know, I don't find them particularly hard to do. And the reason for that is because in World of Warcraft, I played the game a lot, and obviously I did a lot of the wall jumping shit, trying to get into various cities that, you know, don't exist, quote unquote, and going to like the Netherworld, and like I got to see Hyjal before it got released and all that good stuff. All because I was taught how to jump, how to wall jump by the jumping master. Now I'm going to lay down my secrets on you in advance right here. I am going to teach you how to wall jump. So the key to a good wall jump is you purse yourself up against the object, you hit the spacebar for a jump, and then quickly after the W key. So get away from this dude first and do this. It's a really simple motion. I might die here. Spacebar, space W. And do you look like I moved? You'll say, well, no, you didn't really move. Well, that's the idea. It's supposed to look like I barely move, so I'm just getting on objects, though. Space W, space W, space W. Not moving, barely moving. But I am moving forward, and so when there's a wall there, I will be able to jump on the wall. And that will, Jesus Christ, how many of these dudes are there? And that will kind of solve your problems, most of them. In the game, a lot of people who are doing videos on wall jumping are suggesting that you hold W first and then jump, right? This is fine for your running start jumps, which there are not a lot of those. For the most part, you're better off just hitting spacebar W, and if there's a gap, you have to get a little bit of running room, hold the W, and jump. I haven't had a jump yet that I haven't been able to make, mostly because they're all very, very, very easy to do, but they are time consuming, I'll say that. I spent how much time on that? I got all of the Terrace ones, all of the Hoth ones except for the except for the one with the Elite. I got all of the Tatooine ones. I got all of the I got most of them. I got all the Ord Mantell ones, and I'll say this: you're leveling up now. Ord Mantell and Typhon, which are like the big starting plants for the Republic. Those ones are easy as shit to get. You basically just walk up to them and you get them. So, you know, if you're leveling up, and when I level up my alts, I'll be getting these ones pretty easily. They're easy to get, they're worth XP, which makes them very much worthwhile to get, so they're just like quests. And you just kind of walk up to them. All you have to do is know where they are. So, yeah, this is the leader? He's so tiny. Is he actually there? Yeah, so with if you're leveling up with your dudes, definitely look up the datacrons for your planet, and it won't take you long to figure where they are, because it's pretty obvious, and grab those, because they're very, very easy to get. And they're one of the few datacrons in the game that's insanely easily accessible for Lobby to get. I leveled up. You never know, because my health didn't go back up. Alright, back to Huntington Shells. Yeah, but most of them are the early ones are just you kind of just walk up to them. You may have to kill a few mobs, and the challenge here is you have to kill a few mobs, and that's pretty much it. But they're being farmed so often that a lot of times the mobs will already be dead, and the mobs they're harder for lobby, but they're not they're not insanely hard. They're like silver level mobs, and so once you get your companion, which you'll do eventually before you leave the planet, you're going to be able to handle these pretty easily. So if I just throw that little bit of advice towards you. So I'm, like I said, trying to play as a casual, hunting all the Datacrons. Obviously, like I said, some of them are going to leave behind for when my buddies level cap, and I'll get them with them. There's actually a few unique Datacrons that you can actually do cross-faction, and I have a bunch of buddies who are leveling as they think it's hilarious, right? They think it's hilarious. They're going to level as Imperials so they can gank me. They think that's hilarious that they're going to level as Imperials so they can own me in PvP. But here's the kicker, right? Like I'm a former 2-time gladiator, and they're like a former 2-time nothing. So chances are they're not going to be able to gank me. Like it'll take their whole team, all of them, to gank me. So I think that is a little bit of the funnies. What else I've been doing? One of the things I said that I do all along, which I am doing, is leveling up other tunes. And so I'm leveling up one of each. So I have 8 characters on my character screen total, and I am leveling them up basically one at a time. I'm sticking them in a rested area every single time that I log out, and that way when I log in, I have rested XP. And what this will allow me to do is skip more of the plot line that is shared, the non-main plot line, and this will allow me to just graze through the individual stories of each character, because I'll be getting more XP for my efforts. I mean, that'll be kind of just skipping ahead a lot of the time, and I think this is a pretty good tactic as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Because, yeah, I've always, this is Star Wars The Old Republic, don't let anyone tell you any different, is all about story. And if you're not really into stories, you're not into RPGs, you're not into that stuff, don't buy the game. I'm gonna die for myself. And the game's not gonna cater towards, what have been called content leeches. These are people who show up, do all the content, and then complain there's nothing to do. It's not really designed for that. It's designed as a story base. So if you don't really intend to level every single character in the game, and your entire focus is going to be on a single person end game, then this is probably not going to be the game for you. I will say that the game does have some end game, but you have to be a casual gamer to enjoy it like that. I mean, it's kind of weird to think that there's such a thing as a hardcore RPG player, because RPGs are generally for the casual gamer base. But what do you know? There are people who just smash through RPGs like crazy. But the difference between an RPG player and an MMO player, when an MMO player crashes through content, they go oh my god, I want more, give me more, give me more, right? When I'm like crazy. Oh, these servers. God, I don't know if it's even playable. Second, let me see if I can fix this. Alright, see if that helps. Yeah, when an MMO player plays content, they just devour all the content, and that's that. When a RPG player devours content, they just try and figure out something to do on their own. I guess it's the rock I have to use. So that's a pretty big difference. MMO players are looking for a theme park experience brought to them. An RPG player is looking for an RPG experience where they will be able to craft their own adventures. So a good example is Skyrim. When I finished that game, I finished all the quests, all the side quests, all the dungeons, all that stuff. I was done with it. I was done with Skyrim, right? That's because I'm not really like a hardcore RPG player. All the hardcore RPG players are leveling every single class, they're trying to do every single stat, they're trying to do every single manipulation, and trying to figure out all the stuff. And, you know, these are the guys who like post ridiculous videos about maxed out sneak, and how like it owns everything. There's nothing that beats maxed out sneak because the sneak attack is so powerful. And that's those guys. I have an RPG player friend. When I was 10 years old and he was 11, we both played Final Fantasy. This is much later. It's been 13, 14. We both played Final Fantasy 3, which is like Final Fantasy 5 or 6 or something. But we both played Final Fantasy 3, and the game was awesome and all that stuff, but once I played it and finished it, I was done with it. It was a really, really long experience. I moved on to the next game. I made my parents buy something from the bargain bin, because I was a little spoiled like that. It was always a piece of shit game, though, like Fatal Fury or something. And yeah, that's how I kind of grew up. I just devoured through content. I pretty much lived on bargain games my life, which end up being kind of these odd classics like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Nintendo, an odd classic. So I devoured through them, and no shame in that.
Goodbye then.
And yeah, I'll say right off the bat, like, people who enjoy them are very odd. Because I spent, maybe a month on Final Fantasy 3. I had to go to school and stuff, and, get so much gaming time. But he spent, like, a frigging year on that game. He just would not stop. He was, like, so interested in, like, party configurations on certain levels, and, like, how he could level different types of, there's, like, ghost things in that game. I can't remember what they're called, like Lunas or Munas or something. But he levels different types of those, and it just got really weird. So, I think at this point, I'm done for the day. Just going to do this daily quest and log out. So, I'd like to thank you in joining me in my experience through the Prius Online, as I get another one of them there levels. And I will see you next week, where I will be collecting eggs of desert horned lizards. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.